Company with Liz and Tim Smothers, and we're going to learn a little bit more about their operations and the history of their business. Liz, what makes your pies so different?
Well, I learned from the time I was 4 years old. I would crawl up on a box and take my mother's leftover pie dough and put it in a little jar lid and make a pie and do it just like her. And she was very particular about, you know, what went in it and how it was made and so on. And I never realized how that something like that stays with you. I just remembered all those things from working with her as a child. Good quality ingredients, and that's what does it. You have to pay attention to all those things that you hear about, things that make the pie dough tender and all that.
And that's what I've heard, is that you're pretty particular about that dough, and you're overseeing what goes on out there.
Well, and just the quality of the apples and all the other ingredients that go into the product.
When we do go to any kind of restaurant, she always has pie for dessert because she's always about the crust.
Well, that's a great habit to have, because then you're always monitoring what's going on out there that you're competing with.
Yeah, sometimes she'll find something she loves. Yeah. She might even ask somebody to come out and talk to her about it. It's kind of embarrassing.
I always say too, if you gave 10 people the same recipe, you're going to get 10 different pies, and you can always pick out your own.
When did the pie shop open here?
In 1986, the summer of 1986.
Okay, so you've been at it a little while.
Yeah, it's been like 32 years this year.
Yeah.
So your first shop was the one on Main Street in Julian.
Yes.
And then when did you open up this hub here in Santa Isabel?
Well, in Santa Isabel was, let's see, 1992. Well, there was such a demand for wholesale, and I kind of got choosy and thought, well, this is the kind of store I would like to be in. And I took a couple of pies down to Harvest Ranch Market in El Cajon, and he thanked me kindly, but they were already selling Julian pies, so I told him, I said, well, I made these for you, so I'll just leave them with you and thank you, you know. So the next day they called back and placed an order. And that was kind of the beginning of kind of getting the pies out there. We have a lot of stores in Riverside County and San Diego County.
And so you run several trucks delivering pies all over the county.
Three trucks a week.
4 boxes. Yeah, so that's amazing.
Although we do a lot of retail out the front doors, this is all the wholesale that goes to San Diego and across the United States with our FedEx shipping daily.
Tim, you run the operations here pretty much?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
So how did your involvement, I mean, it's obviously a family-run business with yourself and your brother Dave, so how did that all come into play?
Well, when she started we were all working frantically to get the Julian shop open, painting last minute, and in fact, we opened up without any chairs or tables in the lobby. It was that fast, you know. So we wanted to get open by October or September, I think it was. But anyways, it was just a mad scramble to get this done. So I would come in after school and roll pie crust by hand, and my mom paid me 10 cents a pie crust. And I think just what I bring to the table is kind of helping my mom organize, you know, introducing things like the internet. These are things that came later, but you capitalize on them once you find it. There's a way to expand what you do without changing a lot of things. We have 64 employees. They're unbelievable people. Each person just wants to be here. We're like a family. Our right-hand person, her name is Yolanda. She's our production manager, and we really couldn't do any of this without people like her. And Albert, who's been here for 25 years, is our maintenance guy. It's just these people are special, and you need them as much as they need you. So you really try to take care of each other and work together.
Well, and it's a wonderful place to provide a lot of jobs to the local community.
And it's a testament to you to have the type of work family that you have, because that's a lot of people. We live in a very sparsely populated area.
And you do really get the sense of it being a family when you're walking around the operations here and everyone.
That's exactly what I hope you see.
Successful in all the important ways. People like working here. You make a major contribution to the the community, and you're known all over the place. So,
I remember being shocked when somebody paid to buy a pie the first day we opened. It's like, oh, you make money from this.
where my office is, do you know where Julian Pie Company is? That's the
Yeah,
pin
that
on
is
the
true.
map.